In golf, recovery shots are an important part of the game. But for Caddie Nik Kroisi, it was golf that helped with his recovery and brought him to the PGA Tour, working the bag for professional Zac Blair.
I got into the game of golf kind of from my dad. Really young age, he would bring me to Pine Hole Par 3 in Western Mass, kind of right on the Springfield-Wilbraham line. I've played hockey like my whole life, and that was kind of my main sport. And in my early teens, I kind of got into drugs and alcohol, and it definitely consumed me and took over my life for a good 4 to 5 years. It was really, really out of hand, and luckily I was able to find recovery and get sober at that age.
Nick made the choice to put the effort into his recovery by doing the 12-step program with AA. It required him to make a 180-degree change in the way he was living. And part of that change was a rededication to the game he was introduced to as a child, golf.
Golf kind of did, in a sense, save my life because, early on in sobriety, you're somewhat lost in a sense of kind of just trying to find your identity and kind of what passions and hobbies you have to kind of fill your time. When I did get sober, me and a couple of my friends would try to play as much as we could, and half the times on the weekends we'd play 36 holes Saturday and Sunday. It just consumed me from kind of that point on.
With his newfound love of golf, he worked in the restaurant business but didn't have the passion for it. A friend caddied at the country club in Brookline and got him loops there, but it was a chance meeting at a golf tournament that would change his life.
Yeah, so I first met up with Nick just at this golf event that I run called The Ringer. I think the first one he came to was at the Dormy Club in North Carolina.
Kind of our friendship blossomed, went on a ton of golf trips together, and he was hurt for 2 years, and during that time he kept saying, you should caddy for me full time when I'm back, and I didn't know if he was serious or not. And sure enough, he came back last summer, and I've been with him since then.
Zac was looking for a knowledgeable caddy, but also a friend who would share the road with him 30 weeks a year, which can be a lonely place. Nick was the obvious choice.
Seeing what he's overcome in his life and how, he kind of treats every day like it's almost like a blessing, right? He complete 180 in his life, overcome a lot, been kind of down a tough road and fought out of it. And, it's just so cool to see someone so passionate about golf that, he was willing to kind of basically drop everything and come hang out with me on the road 30 weeks a year.
It's definitely a dream situation that I'm in now, and I'm out there and I'm thinking about it this is mind blowing. It's still almost not a reality.